All right, y'all, what's good? This is Beyond the Numbers coming back to you with a second video. I know I haven't been uploading. Last time I uploaded and the first time I uploaded was actually 2 weeks ago, but I'm still trying to get the hang of this. I got all these things going on. I'm trying to figure out how I can get on YouTube. So I was like, screw it. Let me just get on the camera. Let me make a few videos while I figure out the rest, like editing and all that good stuff. You guys don't care about that jazz. Let's get right on to the game that we saw last night. I want to talk about Luka Doncic. My first video on this YouTube. First video on this channel right here was talking about Luka Doncic. Is he overrated? I know you guys still don't agree with me. Most people don't agree with me. Most people love Luka Doncic. In fact, it's kind of a sin on NBA Twitter or NBA Reddit or anywhere on the forums to talk anything negatively about Luka Doncic. That's why I'm here. I'm here to talk what I want to talk. I don't care if people don't agree. I don't care if people do agree. I'm talking how I want to talk. If you guys like it, cool. If you don't rock with me, that's cool too. I want to talk about Luka, man. I want to talk about Luka. This obsession with this guy needs to stop, man. It really needs to stop. Golden State took the series lead 3-0. I'm not sure we all expected this to be a sweep. I didn't expect it to be a sweep. It still could go to 5, could go to 6, whatever the case may be. But Golden State seems like they're going to cruise and win this series. Clearly a better team. Golden State is clearly a better team. These aren't the things that I want to put the knock on Luka for. In fact, I don't even want to knock Luka. I want to knock the people that make Luka seem like he's a top 5 player. Sorry. Some people are saying he's a top 3 player in the league. Top 3. I saw so many polls on whether it was YouTube, whether it was on Twitter, wherever it was. I saw so many polls. I saw so many media members saying, who's the best player left in the playoffs? What is this? 4 teams left. It was either Steph, it was Luka, it was Tatum, it was Butler. Luka always got the most votes. Steph was second. Probably Tatum was third. Butler was fourth. Whatever. Luka's better than Steph? Are we really going to say Luka's better than Steph, guys? At any point of his career, any point of Steph's career, Luka's better than him? Just because he puts up 40, just because he has 8 40-point games in the playoffs, that's why he's better than Steph? The 3 titles that Steph won doesn't count, right? The 4th finals, sorry, he's already been to 5 finals. The 6th finals he's about to go into right now. None of that counts, huh? We don't count that? Just because Luka puts up 40, just because he puts a triple-double. Guys, I really thought we all learned from this whole Russell Westbrook triple-double thing. I really thought all of us learned that these numbers don't mean anything. These numbers, if they don't equate to winning, these triple-doubles, these 40-point games, all of these things don't mean anything, guys. Like, I'm not saying Luka's not a great scorer. Luka's a fantastic scorer. Luka is probably top 3 scorer in the league. As far as putting the ball in the hoop, he's top 3. I mean, there's still Durant. Don't forget about Durant. Kawhi Leonard is still in the league. I know a lot of you guys like to forget about Kawhi Leonard, but he's a great scorer. He has a lot to learn. I'm not saying Luka's not going to be great. It's possible. If he changes his game, it's possible that he could be one of the all-time greats. But as of right now, what I'm seeing right now, I don't care if he's 23, I don't care if he's 33, I don't care if he's 43. Stop throwing age at me. I don't care about age. I'm talking about right now, what I'm seeing right now. Luka is a selfish basketball player. Luka wants to take the majority of the shots. Luka will only pass if that pass will result in him getting an assist. Luka is not a team basketball player. Don't look at his 9-10 assists a game and tell me that Luka is a team basketball player. He is not. The Mavs aren't constructed well. I understand that too. They have Jalen Brunson, who's their second best player. They have Dinwiddie, who's their third best player. All 3 of their best players are ball dominant. Those 2 guys aren't going to get to do what they're good at doing if Luka is taking over 23 seconds of the shot clock, bouncing the air out of the basketball. He's literally just bouncing this ball while his teammates are like watching, just watching, seeing what he's going to do next. This isn't what winning basketball is about. I know this is beyond the numbers. We talk about this all the time. Like, I don't want to make this channel about stats. I want to have a nice discussion to you guys about basketball. So this isn't about stats, but I'm always going to throw in some stats in there. Usage percentage. Luka has the highest usage percentage in the league for the regular season, and it went up even higher for the playoffs. Luka has led the league in usage percentage, I believe 2 or 3 straight years in a row. If it wasn't 3, then he was second on one of the years. But he's been blowing out the league in usage percentage. The last player to lead the league in usage percentage and win the NBA championship was Michael Jordan in 98. So it's been 24 years, and a player that's led the league in usage percentage has never won the championship since, obviously, 98. LeBron James was the last player to even be in the top 5 in usage percentage and win the title in 2013. 2019, Kawhi was like 11th. Steph Curry was like 9th on one of the titles. It's winning basketball does not mean that you have to have the bulk of the load on offense. And I get it. His team's not great. They don't have all-stars. I get it. But guys, they're not a bad team. Let's stop shunning everyone on the Dallas Mavericks just because we love Luka so much. You don't have to say Bullock sucks. He went 0 for 10. Yeah, he had a terrible game. In fact, very terrible game. But if you look prior to that game, for the whole playoffs, which they played up until now, over 10 games, Bullock has been shooting over 40% from 3. Jalen Brunson is averaging 23 points a game. How many second options do you guys know that are averaging 23 points a game? Not many. Not many. Dinwiddie, great offensive player. He can take a lot of load off Luka. If Luka allows these players to take some load off of him on the offensive end, Luka plays 40-plus minutes. So there's not much time where Luka's off the court. If Luka allows them to play their game on offense, then maybe Luka will have some gas left to play some defense where he's such a liability and every team is just feasting, calling the switch, calling Luka over. Kawhi started doing it last year. Kawhi Leonard was doing it last year when the Clippers were playing the Mavs in the first round. When they started figuring them out after game 2, Kawhi was calling every switch on Luka and just eating him up because Luka is a terrible defender. Not only is he a terrible defender, he's a low-effort defender. If you put some effort in, any player in the league, especially at 6'8", big as Luka is, if you put in the effort, you can be a decent defender. Not a great defender, you can be a decent defender. But Luka doesn't put that effort. Kind of like how James Harden, when he was on the Rockets, he was not putting that effort because all the load was on him on offense. The Mavericks organization is not run well right now. I understand they made it very far. They overachieved. And Luka is a big part of that achievement. But at the end of the day, we got to ask ourselves, is the Western Conference Finals a goal? No. The goal is to win a championship. And the way Luka continues to play, if he continues to be ball dominant, if he continues to not go back on defense and just complain to the refs, like, oh my God, how did you not call that foul? This is not winning basketball. This is not winning basketball, guys. And this nonsense about Luka being top 3, top 5 needs to stop. This nonsense needs to stop. Because I've been seeing some insane lists that just blow my mind. First of all, Kevin Durant is still better than Luka Doncic. I don't care what any of you guys say. Flame out or not this playoffs, Kevin Durant, every single one of you would take Kevin Durant on your team for 1 year over Luka Doncic. I'm not talking about age. I'm not talking about future. You would take Kevin Durant. Embiid is better than Luka Doncic. Jokic is better than Luka Doncic. Kawhi Leonard healthy is better than Luka Doncic. LeBron James, I would argue, is better than Luka Doncic even at this stage in his career. That's 5 already. So he's already not top 5. And there's a lot of guys we're not talking about. Steph Curry is in the top 5. Throw LeBron out. Steph Curry is definitely in the top 5. That's off the top of my head. I think Tatum's better than Luka. I think Butler's more of a winning player than Luka. Sure, they can't score like him. They can't put up numbers like him. But I'm talking about winning player. Winning players. Look at the Miami Heat, man. Look at the Miami Heat. They're about to go to the... Well, I'm not going to say they're going to go to the finals. This series is nowhere near over. And I would love for Boston to win this series because I think the Warriors-Celtics series is going to be much more interesting than a Warriors-Heat series. But look at the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler is the best player on the Miami Heat. A lot of you would say Jimmy Butler is nowhere near Luka Doncic. Jimmy Butler doesn't have the greatest teammates in the world. You guys talk about Luka has no all-star teammates. I don't think Bam Adebayo was an all-star this year. Maybe I'm wrong. Gonna have to check back. But Bam Adebayo is not even a top 25 player in the league. He might be a top 30 player in the league, maybe. He's not a top 25 player in the league. Who's after him? Kyle Lowry has barely played in the playoffs. Can't give him that. Tyler Hero, as great of a scorer he is, that's all he is, which is a scorer. He comes off the bench. He's a sixth man. All he does is score. Victor Oladipo, times are way past him. He's not the same guy he used to be. Who else do they have? PJ Tucker, winning player. I'll give you that. Still not a star. He's a role player. He's not a star. He's a defender. Dallas has a bunch of defenders. Finney Smith is a 3-and-D type of guy that any roster in the NBA would take. Any roster in the NBA would take Dorian Finney-Smith on their team. They'll make room for Dorian Finney-Smith on their team. Jalen Brunson is going to get a fat contract at some point this coming up season. I believe he's a free agent. I think he's going to leave Dallas, but that's beyond the point. He's going to get a big contract. Spencer Dinwiddie was the best player on the Nets that year when Kyrie and KD were injured, so he has some playoff experience. I'm not saying the Mavs are a great team. I'm not saying Luka should win a title with them because that's not something I will expect. But stop with the excuses. Can we stop being apologists for players? Can we just watch the game and call it how it is? Like, Luka is just taking too many shots. Luka is dribbling the clock out way too much. Luka is turning the ball over too much. Luka is not playing defense. Why are we only talking about the heroics? Why are we only talking about the heroics? The 33 points per game he's averaging in the playoffs. So, he lost his first two first-round series against the Clippers. Pushed them far, don't get me wrong, but he lost. The goal is not to lose, guys. We're still thinking about winning as our goal. The third year, which is this year, third year in the playoffs. It's fourth year, but third year in the playoffs. They made it to the playoffs. They played the Utah Jazz, who a lot of you laugh at. A lot of you are saying is a laughingstock. I don't think they're a laughingstock team, but they're obviously not great. He played the Utah Jazz in the first round. Luka was injured the first 3 games, and Dallas was up 2-1 without Luka. So Luka was not the reason they won that series. The Phoenix series, Luka was a huge part of the reason they won that Phoenix series. That series is his. Obviously, Chris Paul flamed out. We don't know what's going on with Ayton, all that stuff. A lot of those were factors that were involved in it, but I'm still going to give him credit. He won that series. Now he's about to get swept. So until he starts producing wins, until he starts actually showing that he's a championship type player, he's a teammate that the guys can galvanize around him and they can all play better with him on the floor, that's when I'll start to give Luka Doncic credit. He even said it after the game. He said, I'm 23, guys. I have a lot to learn. I don't like that. He's already acting like the series is over. It is. It's never been done before. No one's come back from 3-0 before, but you don't go up to the podium. That's not a good sign to show your teammates that you're just calling it quits already. So maybe I'm biased, guys. Maybe I'm biased. I like to think of myself as not biased, but of course there are players that I like more than other players. And I just wanted to come out and talk to you guys about it. I promise this channel isn't going to just be about Luka Doncic. It just happened to be the day where I'm like, I got to make a video today, and that's the last game I watched, which was yesterday. I'm going to get to this Miami and Boston game going on today, and I'm going to 100% do my best to try to get a video up tomorrow. I appreciate everyone watching, even if it's 2 of you, 3 of you, 4 of you, 1 of you. I don't care how many of you it is, but I appreciate you guys watching. I would love if you guys could shoot me a thumbs up. Shoot me a comment. I'll respond. We can get some back and forth going. Subscribe would be great. Whatever you want to do, guys. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.